Not even 10 a.m. and already it was a long day.
Oh, Michael, you're finally here. Self-driving car take a wrong turn again?
I can't talk right now, boss. I'm filming this for our followers. That was Detective Merkin, the only private dick I know without a dong. Yeah, she may be the only person in this gone-to-dogs town who still knows the difference between right and wrong.
Remind me why we're doing these ridiculous live streams again.
Well, I'm cultivating our brand, boss. Yeah, I'm building our online presence. Well, how else do you expect us to get some cases?
And is it working? Have we gotten more than the 10 followers we had last time we checked?
Actually, it's 8 now.
I see. Then maybe we should turn our attention to the case we do have.
Oh, not the missing cat one.
Yes, the missing cat one, Michael. If you want to be a good detective, you need to treat every case like it's your last. Write that down. Though it very well might be our last if we don't get paid soon. Look at all these bills.
Well, at least let me sex up the investigation a bit. You know, put the word out online. You never know. Maybe someone's seen Mr. Nibblesworth.
Fine, fine. Go on then.
Yeah, okay. Ever since we got it, you could say I've had a funny feline about the case of this particular missing cat. You see, Mr. Nibblesworth was a real ladies' cat. And his latest squeeze, she just had kittens. Mr. Nibblesworth vanished the very next day. Coincidence? In this line of work, there's no such thing. Yeah, we'd gotten close to catching him twice, but he'd escaped us by a whisker. We need your tip-offs to make sure we stay hot on his tail.
What are you doing?
Smile! Just smile! Not like that! Oh. Catch you later, my Merkers. And we're out.
That was
Incredible. Inspired? Inspiring.
interminable. Oh, and Merkers?
Well, I'm trying out a collective noun for your fans.
All 8 of them. Look, if you want to make it in this business, you can't rely on puns and film noir tropes and expect everything to just fall into your lap because you've tweeted about it. We're going to have to build our reputation through proper detective work. It's not like our next client is going to walk right through the door any minute now, is it?
No, I suppose not. Shit! Could that actually be a client?
Either that or a debt collector. Answer it then.
How do I talk to them? What do I say? I haven't done this before.
They're a client. Just be polite. And for God's sake, open the bloody door.
Madam Merkin's residence, please state your name and business.
What are you doing? This is Merkin's detective office, right? Your website suggests that she might be able to help with a problem I'm having.
Oh yeah, this is the residence to which you refer, sire. And you are?
Philip Grange. I'm a remotely located sexual simulation artist.
Philip the prostitute, madam.
I'm Detective Merkin.
And I'm not a prostitute.
Of course not. I'm so sorry. Just ignore that one. You don't even pay him. I don't know why he keeps turning up here.
May I offer you a beverage, sire? Tea, whiskey?
I'm good, thanks.
Oh, of course, my lord, of course. Anything for you, madam?
Stop that. Just act like a detective, for God's sake. Now, you were saying you aren't a prostitute, but a...
a remotely located visual simulation artist.
That's right. Which means you do, what exactly?
Oh, come on. You've used a service like this before. Everyone has.
It's not really my thing.
No need to be embarrassed. Everyone's checked out a channel one way or another. We cater to any and every fantasy. Fair enough. Most of the fantasies are complete smut. But we don't actually get it on with the client. No, there's no way any of them are getting in contact with me, that's for sure.
I'm not sure I follow.
He's one of those virtual desires sex entrepreneurs. So what kind of simulations do you do exactly?
Well, my personal speciality, if you will, is hentai. Huge market for it. You would not believe the number of people looking to get their freak on with a Japanese schoolgirl. What I do is I provide a visual space via the headset for clients to get it off with Shihiro. That's my avatar.
And does that pay well, or?
Oh, for sure, yeah. 5 times the Bitcoin of my last gig for like half the hours.
And how do you get into that kind of industry?
Well, funny thing, I used to be in IT on the remote help desk dealing with stupid questions. How come my 3D printer won't print cheese? How can I stop my Alexa from making up dirty limericks? It was so boring. So one night I get this call. There's heavy breathing on the line. Then this growly voice asks for Shihiro. I'm like, mate, you've got the wrong number, but he insists. I'm about to hang up when suddenly I realize he means the character from, if I recall, Mitsuo Mitsui, All Grown Up, Volume 2. And I think, you know what? This could be a laugh. So I'm all like, Konnichiwa, senpai. Go through the motions. One thing leads to another. And when we're done, he wires me 20 Bitcoin. I quit my job the next day.
Wow, seriously?
I don't mean to interrupt, but you mentioned you wanted help with something?
Sorry, right, yeah. Anyway, yesterday afternoon, I'm being Shihiro for a client, controlling the avatar with my gestures and everything. He's hooked up with the virtual desires equipment I rent out, remote controlled fleshlight in his case. Everything was going swimmingly, and then at the critical moment, as it were, the virtual reality just stops working. First, it turns into a giant tentacle monster, which is a completely different genre, needs very different props. After that shocker, Shihiro's back briefly before poof.
Poof? You mean the avatar disappeared?
What even worse, it disappeared and my client saw me instead, in my joggers, lounging on my sofa, at home, belly sticking out. And my hand's not, it's not doing what they think it's doing. It's stuffed in a bag of flaming hot Cheetos.
Ew.
It's not the first time it's happened this week. I'm getting slammed with bad reviews.
Mr. Grange, I'm no VR specialist. What exactly are you hoping I can do?
Well, okay. Like I said, I used to work in IT, right? So I know tech can go wrong. But surely the Virtual Desires customer services will be all over that when I reported it. And they say they can't see anything wrong.
Huh. So there's something else making you think you're being targeted?
Well, yeah, they're stealing my stuff. At the end of the session, your client's meant to put the rented equipment in the plastic bag that we provide, drone it back so we can clean it and everything. Well, 3 times now, a client has said some repair company has collected it.
Repair company? Well, that's weird. I mean, I've never had my equipment break, even after... why would the equipment need to be repaired?
Well, it doesn't. That's the point. And in any case, I'd be fine to fix it myself. I don't need to outsource it to some company. Now I don't know who the hell is collecting my equipment, and I've got nothing left.
That is quite a suspicious set of circumstances. Do you have any idea who might be behind this? A rival simulation artist?
Well, I don't want to point any fingers.
Answer the question.
Crazy butler.
What are you doing?
I'm acting more like a detective.
Detectives don't use good cop, bad cop on a client. Write that down.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Merkin. So what's the dynamic here?
How about I'm good cop and you stop talking? I really am very sorry about him. But do you have any idea who might want to do this to you?
Well, I didn't, but then I remembered the last guy when I did an online background search on. I found he used to go here.
Connections feel the love.
Yeah, I looked it up and it's some sleazy sex den, for those freaks still into real sex.
Real sex? Like human on human?
Yeah, well, it's like devil worship, right? They want everyone to join in. I think they're putting me out of business.
And you want us to investigate, find the proof that they're behind the malfunctions?
Oh, if them fuckers, and I mean that literally, are hacking my business, but that isn't on. I tried bringing my case to the police, but of course, they don't take it seriously. Then I saw your card in the waiting room and I figured I may as well give you a shot. So, can you solve it?
Of course, Mr. Grange, we will...
We can definitely help, but we are very busy right now.
But not too busy for a paying customer such as yourself.
Yeah, oh, my insurance should cover your fee. I just need it done fast. If my score drops any further, I may as well shut up shop.
You'll be our #1 priority, Mr. Grange. Thank you so much for choosing our services. Don't worry, we have your contact details from the door scan as you came in, and we'll be in touch.
Great. I hope to hear from you soon.
Holy smokes, boss! What a case! Oh, this is the start of big things. I can just feel it.
All right, all right. Keep your feelings to yourself.
Okay, I'm ready. Where do we start?
Okay, well, I'm not entirely convinced the VD angle isn't worth following up, but let's start with the lead that we've got. That means we head to this Connections Club and see what we can learn.
No way! The freak show itself. Oh, I've got it, boss. Let's go put the screws on them. Yeah, see if Connections owner has any connection to our case. Right?
No, Michael, you can't just go in all guns blazing. The key is subtlety. Don't spook the suspect until we know what we're dealing with.
Okay, I hear what you're saying, boss. Stay in your lane. I get it. You ask the tough questions and chase the clues, and I apply cool sepia filters to crime scene photos to post on Instagram. Yeah? Only by combining our talents do we stand a chance of solving this case.
Michael, I need you to listen. I can't have you all flustered in front of a suspect like you were just now with the client. You'll cost us our only case. Look, I'll only take you with me to the sex club if you promise not to be weirded out by the whole thing.
I won't, Merkin, I swear. Should I grab my umbrella? Oh, I bet the ceiling is absolutely dripping with semen. Oh, and I just know we're going to see two sad-looking clowns wanking into each other's armpits. I just know it.
It's not some perverted sex dungeon filled with nuns who have anal beads instead of rosaries. It's just people having sex, kinky or not. And who are we to judge? Did you know that using toys and watching virtual reality porn was once considered perverted once? Well, I'm still not sure it isn't.
What are you saying, Merkin?
I'm saying face the facts, Michael. Doing it used to be the normal way of, well, doing it. How do you think you were born?
Merkin, please, you're not meant to ask that kind of question.
Only because the anti-natalists don't want us even thinking about sex.
Well, I just assumed I was IVF, like everybody else.
What if you weren't? What if your parents were doing the dirty? Having a bit of, how's your father? Bushwhacking, bumping uglies, bone storming? Sorry, those were all I could think of off the top of my head.
I think I'm going to be sick.
I'm just saying, real sex used to be perfectly normal.
Yeah, well, so were STDs and awkward bathroom encounters where neither of you could get off. Then technology came along and improved everything.
You mean then the anti-natalist movement came along? Gen Z has a lot to answer for.
Well, I mean, they did entirely fix climate change. That's why we have Greta Day.
Sure, but at the rate we're going, in 50 years, there'll be no one left to celebrate it.
I guess. Real sex is still gross, though.
You're going to see for yourself, Michael. You know, I should still have them. Which box will they be in?
Have what? I think you've already used up all the Merkins on my monthly salary. Oh, and by the way, I've been meaning to say, it turns out that shopkeepers are a lot less open than I am to accepting those as legal tender.
All small businesses run into cash flow issues, Michael. Anyway, I'm not talking about Merkins. I don't know if you're ready to go that deep undercover yet. I'm looking for... Here we go. We are going incognito as sex inspectors. You feeling up to it?
I played Joseph in my primary school nativity. You tell me.
I know. You put that on your CV. So, Dame Judy, are you up for this next dramatic challenge?
Yeah, I can do this. To the club?
I think we did that long enough. To the club.